home of the National Football League, the National Hockey League, the National Basketball Association, and Major League Baseball. You're watching a SpinoKing Sports presentation. Just like the Cardinals and the Cubs on the field, these cities also share the same rivalry on the ice. Welcome to the Enterprise Center in downtown St. Louis, home of the Blues since 1994. It's the final meeting between these two clubs. This afternoon, the Chicago Blackhawks and the St. Louis Blues in a Western Conference matchup. Chicago's goaltender, Spencer Knight, former Florida Panther, now a Blackhawk, losing 4 of his last 5 this month. Spencer is 10th in goals against average and tied in save percentage. On the other side, Jordan Binnington. He's able to save 15 of 18 shots on Thursday, the Blues' victory in Vancouver. And now, St. Louis are back on track for the playoffs.
Great energy both inside and outside the arena tonight as we are just moments away now from puck drop. The Blackhawks win the draw and they'll start on the attack. Look out, here they come on the attack. Quick feed to Thomas. St. Louis gains the zone and on the attack. Knocks the puck away in the open ice. The Blues will play it from the defensive zone. Looks to get the puck over to Bushnevich. And he can't hang on after that hit. Pass stolen in the open ice. Punts it away in his own end. Moves it to Bushnevich. Chicago's got the puck. Along the side, here they come through the neutral zone. Slides it diagonally to Brody. Picks off the pass. And he's knocked off the puck there. Takes the shot. And kept that one out of the net. Carries it into the offensive end up the middle. Scooped into the trapper by Binnington. And they'll get a breather as the goaltender covers it up. Lots of hockey left to be played in this period. Still no score in this one. Play resumes here as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. St. Louis gains a hold of possession. Folks got it on the offensive end. Fires it, and not much on that one. In front, and a stoppage on the play as the goaltender covers things up. Schenns won the draw here, and they'll go on the attack. And that's blocked from someone in front. Here he is, shot right in front. Pass back to the point. Puck grab by Valeno. And they'll go the other way with it. Great play by Falk. Turned aside with the glove. And the puck stopper hangs on to get a breather here for the team. Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Steps inside the line. Chicago's looking to break out of their own end. Quick pass to Valeno. Folks got it in the defensive zone. Here they come down the right side and on the attack. Moves it quickly over to Falk. Swatted away with the stick in the defensive zone. The Blackhawks carry it along the wall.
Binnington's aggressive and at the top of his crease and makes an outstanding save from the slot.
And he uses his reach to disrupt the play. Takes a bump but still hangs on to the puck. St. Louis has it in the defensive end. Slides it across to Falk. The Blackhawks pick up the puck here in the neutral zone. And a stick in the lane ends that threat. Taken along the wall by Vlasic. Here he is with the backhander. And now it's grabbed by Krug. Sends a pass over. Torchenko's got it in the offensive zone. St. Louis has the puck in the corner. Oh, denies them with the paddle save.
Well, the shooter's going to run out of real estate because he does a great job of getting out at top of the crease and taking away all the room. When you make yourself as big as possible, there's less holes in the net.
Slides it up front. I don't think anybody was hanging onto the puck after that hit. Takes the pass. St. Louis plays it along the wing. Too much congestion, blocks the shot. Feeds the puck to Bertuzzi. And that's poked away by Parayko. Krug's moving the puck through his own zone. Intercepted at center by Bedard. Chicago's got the puck along the wall. Centering feed. Chicago sending their power play unit out for the first time tonight.
Scoreless game right now, James, but an opportunity on the power play. You have to find a way to convert. Move that puck quickly and open up lanes.
Gets it out of his own end. Nice speed at center, moves up ahead now. Poked away by Joseph. The Blues get a hold of the puck, undermanned. Schen's gonna play it against the half wall. Moves the puck. Here's a chance! Face-off coming up as the puck goes up and over the glass. Chance to reset here on the draw on this man advantage. Faxas won the draw here in their own zone. Taken by Joseph. The Blackhawks gain control of the puck against the wall. Now he takes it over the line. Lead pass ahead. Stopped by the goaltender. Denies him again.
Oh, man, he's so dialed in. Makes consecutive saves there and keeps his team in it.
Puck picked up by Reichel. Oh, score! Right with the man advantage, and they make it click.
Oh, he burns the goaltender on that one. Picks up the rebound and buries it home. Goalie looks frustrated now. James knows that you got to redirect that puck to a safe spot.
The Blackhawks are first to light the lamp tonight, and let's see where it goes from here.
Well, there's been some back and forth action, and you have to believe that sometimes when there's one, there's more to come.
Thomas wins the draw inside the neutral zone. Here's a short pass to Reichel. Great use of the stick at center by Kyrou. Handles the pass. St. Louis moves it quickly along the wing. Chicago's got the puck along the wall. Nice zone entry on the left side. Chicago's got it along the wall. And he takes the pass. And he takes the feed. That's a textbook save by Binnington. Goaltender covers up and will get a face-off. Getting closer to the halfway point of this frame, the Blackhawks have taken a 1-0 lead. St. Louis has it in their own end. Takes the feed. Just wide. Binnington's opted to hang on to the puck for a face-off. Chicago's holding a noticeable edge in the shot department here in the first, and they lead as a result. And they take possession after the defensive zone faceoff. Tries to get it to Joseph. Long reach breaks up the momentum. Picked up along the boards by Maroon. Rister denies him in front.
What an incredible save in a high-danger scoring area. I mean, right in the slot, he's in perfect position to make that glove save.
Center's gliding up to the face-off dots here. And they win the draw. Now let's see what they can do with it. Goalie with the stop.
Listen, James, the shooter's in the slot. This is as high danger as it can get, and he challenges. He's set, ready to go in great position, and makes the save as a result.
And off the draw, they'll take possession. The Blues have it in the offensive end. Oh, and it comes up with a big stop there. St. Louis will go to work here in the offensive end. Quick feed to Parayko. Reaches out and uses the stick. Chicago's got it in their own zone. Sends the pass over. Makes a move and the puck hops away from him.
Bedard's tried a great move there. We all know what great hands he is in tight, trying to create some space, but it bobbles off the stick and he lost possession.
Moves it to Teravainen. Fires it on net, and that was stopped. Parayko's lugging the puck. Along the right side into the offensive zone. Good defensive effort to poke it away. Tosses it on to Vlasic. Sends it over to Murphy. The Blues gain possession along the wall. Looking for space inside the D zone. Broken up by Murphy. He carries the puck up along the wing. And he's pulled over to the ice and loses the puck. Handles the puck. Went for the dirty dangle and it goes sideways. Brings the puck into the offensive end now. Shot! Takes that one right in the logo. And we're going to get a whistle here. Chicago's high activity in the offensive zone has resulted in them leading here midway through the first. The Blackhawks take possession off the faceoff. Can't keep a hold of it. Puck scooped up by Joseph. Kyrou's picking up steam. And that's broken up by Dickinson. Looking to make something happen along the boards. They score! And that's back-to-back snipes.
Well, it feels like there's a wave of a momentum, and it has certainly changed here. You can get the opportunity, but you have to execute. That's 2 in a row. As a goaltender, you're always working on different exercise, tracking with your eyes, foot movements, everything that power pushes you across the crease, and unfortunately this time he's just too slow getting across, and it hits him and goes to the back of the net.
Plenty of playing time left in this frame. The Blackhawks have all the momentum right now, leading by 2. The Blues get a hold of the puck off the draw. The Blackhawks scoop it up along the boards. They've got numbers here. To his teammate. Oh, denied on the play. Wow.
Oh, that's a true competitor's save. Just when you think that he's completely out of it, James, he comes across with a desperation save to keep his team alive.
Takes the puck. Shot. Oh, misses the net. You know he'll want that one back, Cheryl.
Well, he certainly will, James. That puck is following him around, and you can see he saw the opening, but wasn't able to put it on net.
From the left side, he moves it up ahead. Slides the puck over. Oh, and he just puts it wide of the net.
It's real difficult to get to the middle of the ice. Often you pay the price, and he's got a golden opportunity from the slot area and just misses.
Gets the puck in deep. The Blues get a hold of the puck along the boards. Blaze taking it from his own end. St. Louis plays it against the boards. Scooped up along the wall by Sundqvist. Quick pass to Faxa. Here's a great use of the stick right there to poke it away. Drives to the sweet spot. And a quick little stick lift and comes up with the turnover. St. Louis looks to get things going now with the puck. Denies them! They are really dialed in here tonight. And they go the other way as they clear the zone. Solid hit on the play, and that knocks the puck off his stick. The Blues gain control of the puck. St. Louis is across the blue line. Along the right it here. Parayko's got it in the defensive end. Chicago's got a hold of the puck now. Feeds it on over to Bedard. Takes the feed from his own end.
First pass leads to the offense. That's a great one.
Gains the zone on the left wing. St. Louis looks to move the puck from their own end. And that skips away on a nice defensive deflection. Loves the puck into the corner of the offensive zone. And the goaltender comes up with a piece of it to keep it out of the net.
Rebound control is critical in the game of hockey. Putting it to the corner, and now the offensive player has to hound the puck.
Under siege, and finally grabs that one and covers up for a whistle. More than half the period has expired, and it's a comfortable 2-0 lead we're looking at right now. The Blues win the draw. Now let's see what they can do with it. Knight's got the puck, and he's going to hang on. Teams are ready to go, and we're about moments away from puck drop. St. Louis wins the offensive zone draw, and they'll start with the puck. Oh, how did he get a glove on that? What a stop by Knight. And they win the offensive zone face-off, and here we go. And he can't find the net.
And I like everything about this play until the finish, James. It's all about creating. That's exactly what happens. And then the puck is looking a little fine as it makes its way towards the net, and it misses.
Moves it quickly over to Torchenko. Kurashev's got it now deep inside his own end.
Krug's been really impressive tonight, in particular on that last play, James. I mean, the wherewithal to keep your eye on the prize, eye on the puck, and just redirect the puck to the net. I mean, that's attack mentality, and he has it tonight.
There's a shot with the stop. Slides it up ahead from the right wing. Here's a short pass to Thomas. Huge steal in his own end.
Well, that play didn't go his way, James. He tried a little bit too much there. When you're trailing a game, I get you want to try and do a little bit extra and try and create some offense, but unfortunately, that didn't work out.
Play is called for offside. Sneaks away with the puck after he was tangled up on the draw. Dumps it in. The Blues gain possession. Tries to feed it over to Bushnevich. Slides the puck across to Thomas. Quick shot. Stops it with a glove.
Well, we know he's got a great glove hand, and man, does he ever show it off right there with that stop.
Well past the midway mark of this period, Chicago's got a 2-0 lead. The Blackhawks take possession off the faceoff. Quick feed to Dickinson. The Blackhawks have it now. That's dumped in, and they'll get a fresh set of legs out on the ice. Slides the puck to Thomas. Kairu's got it along the boards. Shot, and that doesn't reach the net. That's some good footwork to kick it away. Enters the offensive zone from the left. Feeds it down low. Moves it to Bertuzzi. Dished on over to Shen. The Blues are on the attack. The Blackhawks have it against the wall. Quick pass to Teravainen.
Thomas is really showing his nose for the net and his tenacity around the puck. He stumbles and he's off balance. Listen, the puck is not in the perfect position to shoot, but he manages to corral it and still get it to the net. These are the types of efforts it takes to win big games.
Just here in the late stages of this frame, 2-0 is where we sit. St. Louis wins the draw. Moves it quickly over to Torchenko. Off target. The Blackhawks have it behind the cage. And that's stolen by Texier. Picks off the pass in the defensive zone. The Blackhawks played along the boards. Scrum along the wall. And that's kicked out from the scrum. Shot right in front! Oh, he just got enough of that to keep it out.
Well, the shooter's in a coveted spot on the ice, right in the middle of it with a good look, and he makes an incredible save by getting square to the puck and turning it aside.
And the puck's knocked loose. Here's a short pass to Krug. Just slide to the net.
If you're in the slot, you got to hit the net.
Quick feed to Reichel. Tremendous use of the body on the play.
Power forwards can be so difficult to contain. Why? Because you can hear them coming, James. They have the ability to deliver bone-crushing hits.
Oh, bold move by the goaltender as he pokes it away. Moves it to Sundqvist. The Blackhawks have it now. From along the walls, they're gaining momentum. Oh, and he whiffs. Puck grab by Kessel. Fires it into the offensive zone. Getting a little physical out there, but still holds on to the puck. Chicago's got it into the offensive zone. And that's intercepted by Sundqvist. Into the attacking area from the left side. Sundqvist got it behind the net. Takes the feed at the point. Gets in the lane with the body. Oh, and that misses on the one-timer.
Well, and he had the net. Just tries to release it really fast, right in his wheelhouse. Over-rotates.
Scores! And they're cooking now.
The opponent has no answer for them right now because they're relentless on the puck. They garnered some momentum after multiple back-to-back goals, James. They don't want to leave any breathing room and let their opponent get some life back.
Here in the late goings of the period, the Blackhawks now lead by 3. St. Louis wins it. The Blues move the puck in the defensive zone. Moves it to the middle, and he shuts down a great scoring chance there.
Kusnevich's determination on the puck, even though he stumbled and has a lack of balance.
Breakaway! Phenomenal save with the glove to knock it away.
This is a really nice save, James. I mean, the shooter's in the middle of the ice. He's in the slot area, and he's got to get to the top of the crease square with the...
He's got a step! Oh, denies another play!
And this is a great play by the tender to anticipate and get across to make that save. Schen's the leader of this team, James. They're getting blown out right now. You got to look at it as a game within a game, winning this offensive zone faceoff and trying to get a quick punch on net.
Knight's gonna hang on for a whistle. The Blues have had a lot to like about their game so far here in the first, but yet they still trail in period 1. The frozen biscuits dropped, and we are back underway here. Up along the wall on the right side and into the attacking area. St. Louis moves ahead with the puck. Here's a chance on the attack. Sends the puck across. Across the line from center. Shot! Fantastic save!
Binnington's made a great save, and even better is the redirect to the corner.
Here's a shot, and he hangs on just as time runs out. There's the horn for period number 1 as it comes to an end. We've got lots more action. 2 more thirds of this one to go. Stay with us.
You're watching SpinoKing NHL Saturday. Chicago on top by 3 in St. Louis. First intermission is over, and now it's time for the second period. A look at the statistics. Both teams have a slight edge in shots and hits. 20 shots for St. Louis, 22 hits for Chicago. The Blues with 17 faceoffs won. Chicago scored 1 power play goal during 1 attempt. Can they keep the lead? Let's watch.
Well, let's see what period 2 has in store for us as they are about to drop the puck. Well, let's see if there was any message sent in the dressing room here before the start of the second, because it was one-sided, to say the least, in the first. Fantastic stick save by Knight.
When the puck's in the low slot, the goaltender gets right out next to the shooter and makes the save.
The Blues haven't had a lack of scoring opportunities, but they are still behind on the scoreboard. The Blackhawks win the draw here at their own end. Good fight for the puck along the boards. Chicago's got a hold of the puck. The Blackhawks take it along the wall. Chicago's on the attack. Bertuzzi's exploring options with the puck. Slip feed. Scores! Toivo Teravainen!
Smart play by the shooter here. The presence of mind to recognize that there's a lot of traffic and put it to the net. And the goaltender, I mean, he can't see this puck, James. We can't see where it is with all of these bodies net front, and it finds the back of the net.
Chicago's got a lot of skill on this roster, and we are seeing it in full effect. And we're only, halfway through this game here at period number 2?
Yeah, it's pretty impressive, isn't it? I mean, the confidence at which the entire lineup is playing with is outstanding. The puck's on their stick, they're working their magic, they're manipulating their opponent, and they're filling the net.
Poked away in the neutral zone by Krug. Quick pass across to Thomas. Takes a spill onto the ice and loses the puck. What a stop! There's the whistle as the goalie hangs on. Still plenty of time left in this frame. The Blackhawks are on the cusp of making this a blowout, leading by 4. Back underway as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Great save by the goaltender to get a pad on that one, keeping the puck out of the net.
Binnington's got to make more stops like that, James. Got to reset the momentum for his team. I mean, it's not about what happened or the present moment. It's about the next save, and that's the key contributor to reset this team and get them moving forward. Well, in this situation, he is going to get the tripping call. I thought he had good position there on his opponent, James, fishing for the puck. Just used his stick, and it got into the skates. Tripping is the call.
First chance of the night here on the man advantage.
First power play opportunity for this team. It's going to start in the face-off circle, getting possession with the win, and then looking to set up.
And the puck is moved to a safer spot on the ice. The Blues are across the line and into the offensive end. Quick shot! Love save and just enough of it. And that's taken away. Oh, the referee's going to call that one. And let's see what the definitive call is on the ice.
Well, you're down a bunch of goals here, James, and really you take a penalty because you're chasing the game and you want to get back into it, but this one's a tough one to take.
And on the heels of that call, we get ourselves a little 4-on-4 on the ice.
A few ways to play a 4-on-4. You can sit back or you can be very aggressive on the puck. But you have to make sure that you're aware as well. There's more ice out there for your opponent too.
Quick pass to Shen. What a play defensively to block that. Gaining speed through center, and here they come on the attack. Grabs control of it at the point. And that's broken up with a stick in front. Angles it over to Shen. Great pass from the left wing up the middle now. And a nice takeaway in the defensive end by Bedard. Moves it quickly over to... Oh, what a save!
That doesn't swing momentum in your favor. I don't know what will, James. That's a last-ditch effort to make a play. What a beautiful save.
And as play continues, listen to these fans. They're starting to get loud and recognizing what we saw not long ago here, Cheryl.
Yeah, James, and
scores! Well, they've got a mountain to climb, but they at least have started the escalation.
Well, yeah, they're not at the base of the mountain anymore, but I'll tell you, they're looking up, and it's a long way to go. They're going to have to dig in, put their work boots on if they want to claw their way back into this one, James.
St. Louis has to find a way to build on this now, Cheryl.
They're going to have to claw their way back to get into this one, and it's going to be shift by shift. They're not worried about what happened. They have to be looking forward and worried what's coming next.
Here's a short pass to Veleno. Here in the corner, he grabs the puck. Back at the point, they set it up. St. Louis tries to break out from their own end. And now it's grabbed by Soderstrom. Chicago's got a brief window on the power play with their penalty expired. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Kyrou.
Neighbors is about to get out of the box.
Picks it up. Here we go. Oh, and he gets a piece of the puck to deny them there.
Well, with a hefty lead, the team looks comfortable, and certainly that power play did. Yes, they didn't execute. It didn't seem to have the urgency.
Scores all over the rebound and tucks it in for the goal.
This is actually a tougher play than it looks, James. You have to have timing and an awareness to be able to get your stick on that rebound and then bury it. Not a lot of time and space available, but he executes perfectly.
The Blackhawks are playing what might be their most impressive performance that I've seen all season, and we're only in period number 2, Cheryl.
Yeah, I mean, their offense has simply exploded, hasn't it, James? I mean, they have been a force to be reckoned with, and it's a ton of fun when you're padding your stats.
Battle along the boards. Quick feed to Kapanen. Goaltender covers it up, and we'll get a reset here. Lots of hockey left to be played in this period. Chicago's turned this into a blowout, now leading by 4. Poleto's gained possession, and his great work inside the face-off circle pays off again. And he takes the dish. Kapanen's crossed the line and gained the zone. Puts it on net. Big-time saving goal as he gets all of it with the stick.
This is a dialed-in goaltender, very aware, knows where the shooter is in that low slot, and makes the save.
The Blues have been generating a lot of pucks on net, but they still trail here in the second. Play resumes here as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Great heads-up play to poke it away in the offensive end. The Blues gain control of the puck against the wall. Takes a shot, and that's turned aside by Knight. And the goaltender grabs that one for a whistle to try to slow things down here. Some last-second communication before both teams get ready to drop the puck here. And they win the draw in their own end. And he takes the feed. Poked away in the offensive zone by Torchenko. Pareko's got the puck in his own zone. Pushes it across to Texier. Long pass up ahead to center.
Fast and quick lead pass.
St. Louis has the puck. Receives the pass. Moves it to the middle. And that's intercepted.
Chicago's been dominant in all areas of the game tonight, James. Right from puck drop, their sense of urgency, they've had their legs underneath them, and they've really been a wave that's just worn down their opponent.
St. Louis may have run into a hot goaltender tonight. Lots of shots on net, and yet they still find themselves down in this one. They take possession as he locks them up off the faceoff. Chicago's got a hold of it against the wall. They're picking up steam through the neutral zone. Takes a shot, and that's just wide of the net. I'm sure he'll want that one back.
Well, he certainly will, James, but not a lot of room out there trying to get it off quickly, and as a result, just misses.
Handles the pass at center. Takes it right in the chest. And there's the whistle stopping the play. We haven't even hit the midway mark of the period. 5-1 is where we sit to this point. The Blackhawks win it. Picked up along the wall by Vlasic. There's a stop with the blocker by Binnington. Battling for the puck, but still hangs on. Moves it to Thomas. Stopped by the goaltender.
That's a fantastic save by the goaltender, but his team has to do a better job of protecting the middle of the ice. Those high-danger scoring chances eventually go in.
Officials ready to drop the puck and get things back underway. And they win the draw. Now let's see what they can do with it. Taken by Murphy. Chicago's got it along the wall. Circles back to center ice. Here we go. Puck's in deep. Buchnevich is stick handling in his own zone. Chicago's gained possession along the boards. Takes the feed. The Blackhawks played along the wing. Centering feed! And that's stopped! And the goalie covers up for the whistle. The Blackhawks take possession here inside the offensive zone. Penalty coming up as the play's blown dead.
Natural tendency for players is to reach when they've lost position on their opponent. When you reach, often you take out the feet of your opponent. This is an easy tripping call. They had success earlier on the power play in this formation, James. Really like that high umbrella where you're using the top of the offensive zone to work some magic, read some as you move the coverage around, and once you get them running, that's where you can open up your lanes and attack the net.
Fax is ready for the draws. They will continue to try to kill off this penalty. Offensive zone face-off, and he wins the draw. What a steal in his own end. Quick pass to Parayko. Oh, stick save and a beaut.
Goaltender spends so much time doing tracking exercises, and it's utilized right here as he knows where this puck is coming from, and he makes the save.
Puck moved over to Teravainen. The Blues will play it in their own end. Bedard's got it against the boards. Good use of the body to knock them off the puck. Chicago's got it from behind the net. Back to the point it goes. And that goes wide of everything. Sacrifices the body. And he loses control of the puck. Trying to get something going here with this man advantage as they start from their own end. He's got a little jump. Broken up. Sends a pass over. Cruz gain the line and on the attack. Big save. And they'll cover it up, forcing a stoppage in play. Reichel's looking to win this draw on this man advantage here. Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Chicago's looking to break out. Moves it quickly over to Mikheyev. Big time stop. Chicago's got the puck. Hammers the shot. What a chance, but it blows up and over the net.
Well, it isn't easy to create good quality scoring chances in the game today, James. So when you get them, you got to make good on them. I understand he was going high, a little too fine, and he misses the net. Kapanen's penalty is almost expired with a comfortable lead.
Scores another one, and listen to these fans now, Cheryl. They don't like it one bit.
Oh, they don't like it, James. It is ugly inside the building. You couldn't get anything going on the ice, and even harder when your own fans are booing.
The Blackhawks look about as dominant as I have seen them all season here, Cheryl. This period has been unbelievable for them.
Yeah, they're dictating pace, and they're dictating the play all over the ice, and then they're executing on their opportunities. It's a reason why they hold the lead.
Fires it! Takes the pass. The Blackhawks play it along the wall. I say! St. Louis takes possession along the wall. From the defensive zone, they move the puck around. Through the open ice, they're picking up steam. And that one's turned away. And that's some great pressure in the offensive end by Shen. From off the wall and onto his stick. Chicago's got the puck against the boards. Just wide. St. Louis gains a hold of the puck against the boards. Here's a short pass to Bertuzzi. That's blocked. Moves the puck. Handles the pass. They go on the attack through center. We got a whistle offside to call. The Blues have had a lot of things go their way tonight, except for the score in which they trail here in the second. Bedard's won the draw. Let's see what they can do with possession. And that's poked away by Kyrou. Works it across to Buchnevich. And a stick in the lane deflects that one away. St. Louis has possession of it now. Quick feed to Kyrou. And he takes the pass. Long jam in front. That's broken up. Great poke by Thomas. Chicago's got the puck in the defensive end. Gains the zone through center. A chance in front. Oh, he got paddled by Hofer. Centers glide into the dots. We're ready to get things back going again.
Here's your change.
The Blackhawks win the draw. Lays out with a block. Now can he get up? Oh, there's the whistle. Let's get the call from the officials. The Blackhawks are going to be shorthanded, tripping the call. Another chance here on the man advantage.
No, they haven't scored on the power play yet. 100% is not a number that you see typically. So they got to find a way to just stay confident, trust the process and their skill sets.
Good battle along the boards for the puck. The Blackhawks gain control of the puck. Moves it to Reichel. And he loses control here. Trying to get it down the ice. Oh, and a nice job getting the puck out of the zone.
First you got to get it, so the PK unit does a great job reading where that puck is going to be able to retrieve it. And then you got to get it down the ice.
Stay convert on the power play and get it done.
And it's so important when you're on the power play to have precise execution of your passes and you're able to move the coverage. That's exactly what they did, and they're able to convert.
The Blues finally get some momentum going their way now. Can they sustain it, though?
It's going to be tough, James, unless they can string some shifts back-to-back together where they do create momentum and have possession in this game. You have to look for ways to be first to the puck, be relentless on it. That's what changes energy.
Grabbed along the boards by Joseph. Can't get a hold of that pass. And he loses both the puck and his balance after that hit. And now it's grabbed by Bertuzzi. Here's a chance! And there's the save of the play! Quick pass to Maroon. That goes wide. And he takes the feed. Martinez has the puck at the line. Oh, here we go. This team knows how to turn it up another gear, and they have done that here. There's a hit on the play. And they'll skate it out of the zone. Great reach with the poke check by Brody. Looking to make something happen at center. And that's knocked away by Krug. Gaining momentum up along the side. Oh, just a great heads-up play by Athanasiou. Puck dumped in, and they'll complete a line change. Slides it diagonally to Buchnevich. Smart defensive play there. St. Louis has it against the half wall. Oh, what a save in front. And does it again. And there's another great save.
You have to be quick in your crease if you want to be able to deny low zone shots. He does that perfectly as he's tight to the shooter right there.
The Blues have time to work with, but they need to convert on one of these scoring chances as they are trailing here in the second. The Blackhawks take it along the wing. And look at this. Here we go. They have answered back.
Well, they've responded exactly the way the coach and team wanted, to be able to get back on the board, get momentum back in your favor. It's key guys that contribute and have an impact.
The Blackhawks are having one of those nights, Cheryl, that everything that can go right is.
Yeah, it's all going right, James, because they're doing everything right. They've been dominating play in all three zones, and they've been rewarded for it.
St. Louis wins that face-off at center. The Blues will play it from the defensive zone. Some good stick work to force that turnover. Fires it on net. Moves it quickly over to Kurashev. That's gloved by Hofer.
Reaction time is so critical for goaltenders because the way the players shoot in this game today, man, it is so tough to stop. So this one, instincts. Glove goes up, makes the save.
Centers glide into the dot as the face-off ready to resume play. The Blues get a hold of the puck in their own end. St. Louis with possession in their own zone. Takes it to the net. Here's a chance. Oh, he got all of that. What a save by Knight.
A timely save is everything to your team, and this goaltender, he bails his team out.
And that's out of reach and out of the offensive zone. And he keeps possession. Here's a short pass to Torchenko. Taken along the wall by Kurashev. Chicago's got it in their own zone. Murphy's got it along the wing. Great heads-up play with the stick by Joseph.
Change lines, come on!
They've got numbers. Can't get it to go. Scores! That one went off the defender and past the goaltender. The Blues now need to find a way to get a few more of those.
Yeah, they need them because if they get that pushback and they can get a couple more, they'll feel like they have an opportunity to win the game, and then the sticks get heavy on the other side. A lot of work to do to make that happen.
Moves the puck along the half wall. Takes the puck. Oh, a slick stop by Knight. St. Louis has created a lot of opportunities offensively, but they continue to trail here late in the second. Locks them up on the draw as they take possession. Oh, he's going to get called on that slash. Let's see the call here.
This is a tough situation to be in. You're frustrated. You've taken your third penalty of the period. You got to kill it, reset, and find a way to push on. Well, I really like them working off the 1-3-1 sequence that they were successful on earlier, James. It really opens up the ice. So you're using and stretching the entire zone. And listen, there's a lot of ice for the defense to cover. So you can look to the flanks, you can look to the bumper, but a lot of options off of it.
Stayed by the goaltender who stayed with it on the redirect. Dickinson side still short-handed here as they slide in for the face-off. Thomas has got possession. Let's see what they can do with it now. And manages to clear the zone. Looking to break out here on the power play. St. Louis plays it along the boards. Slides the puck across to Bushnevich. They gain the offensive zone from the middle. Takes the feed. And they clear that puck. Tries to feed it over to Kyrou. Chicago's got the puck along the boards. Sends the pass over. Answered the call on that play. We got a whistle as the puck's frozen. Reichel's gliding in for the face-off as this penalty kill will continue. And they take possession after the defensive zone face-off. Down the left wing and into the offensive zone. Sends it out front. And he denies that great opportunity there. And that goes off a player in front. Quick feed to Texier. Comes up with the stop. They are really dialed in here tonight. There's the whistle and a much-needed one at that, Cheryl.
Well, everyone takes a breath of fresh air here as they're able to reset as they get chaotic in their own zone. They've lost their coverage. They get the whistle now.
Won the face-off, and now let's see what they can do.
Oh, tremendous save on the play! What an incredible save. No idea how he got to that one, James, and the shooter is absolutely stunned. What a stop.
Forces the turnover in the offensive zone. That opportunity is rejected. And the puck's booted away. Slides it over to Texier. Across the line. Great use of the twig as he pokes that one away. And they get that puck down the ice. Takes the feed in the middle of the neutral zone. Chicago's penalty killers get a hold of it. The man advantage is over.
That's a great job on the power play. Maybe could have had a spectacular save right there. Wow! Unbelievable. I mean, it was all but in, and he steals it because of that last-ditch attempt to find the puck. Just incredible save, James.
And look at this. These fans are starting to get on their feet to recognize what an incredible save we just witnessed.
Yeah, he made an incredible one, didn't he? And you got to embrace it when they're on their feet in support of you, because you know you hear boos often when you let a bad one in. So embrace it, and you can tell that he's feeling it right now.
From point blank! Grabs him with the glove.
That's an incredible save, James. I mean, he's got presence in his crease, and he's also got a great glove hand, and he shows it right there with that save.
St. Louis still trails here late in this second period, but they've had plenty of good scoring opportunities. Thomas wins the faceoff in his own end. The Blues move it ahead. St. Louis has it in the defensive end. Great read with the stick. Moves it to Kyrou. And a nice poke check inside the neutral zone. Handles the puck. The Blackhawks take it along the wall. Teravainen's going to play it to the corner. Turned aside with a glove by Hofer.
I love that he swallowed this one up with his glove. It's a real threat coming from the slot area. No rebound to boot.
Official signals for the players to get into position, and we're about ready to drop the puck. Under a minute to go here inside the second period. The Blues cross the line and gain the zone. And that's deflected off someone in front. Slides the puck over. McKayev's got it in the offensive zone. And that's deflected. Steps across the line and on the attack down the right side. Quick pass to Krug. Here he is in front. And that goes off a stick and off to the side. Slick feed. Moves it quickly over to Valeno. And he's got the answer for that one. Can they take advantage after winning that draw? Well, there you go. We've played 40 minutes. Final chance for the coaches to push their messages home, and we'll see the third period coming up in just a matter of moments.
A brief look at the Central Division in the West. The Blues have won 4 games in a row, and with the win over the Canucks a couple of days ago, they remain in a spot for the wild card. And for the Blackhawks, they're struggling pretty badly, losing 6 in a row, and unfortunately, they have been eliminated. But the good news is, they're keeping the lead all to themselves. 7-3 Chicago at Enterprise Center in St. Louis. Only 1 period to go. First, the statistics during the previous periods. The Hawks are now even with 39 shots and hits. Both Chicago and St. Louis are tied in power plays and spended 6 penalty minutes. 36 face-off wins for the Blues.
Time to drop the puck here in period number 3. It has been an offensive fireworks display here tonight, and I would expect it to continue here in the third. Well, Pounder, we've played more than 40 minutes now in this one. How do you view things?
Chicago's been terrific through 40 minutes of play, but you know the coach is going to be preaching that full 60 minutes to be consistent and see it right through. So they have to be defensively responsible, but when they can be on the puck, be hard on it.
Shot! Oh, a clutch save! Hangs on to the puck after taking a hit. Oh, they do it again! Too many bodies in the way. Along the wing up the neutral zone. Centering feed! And that shot's blocked! Played big in the moment there. Bertuzzi's moving the puck through his own zone.
Mikheyev's back on the ice exactly where the coach wants him. He's been the go-to guy in this game, multiple points so far.
Makes a move in front. Denies him. Knight's got the puck, and we'll get a whistle here with a stoppage of play.
Well, and this is a smart play, James. He's made huge saves all throughout the game, and this is a smart decision to be able to preserve the lead. He knows exactly where he's at, and he gets a much-needed face-off.
The Blues will go to work here in the offensive zone. Too much traffic in the lane. And the puck stopper jumps on top of it to get a stoppage in play. The Blues have had plenty of good looks, but they still trail early in this third period. Chicago's going to start with the puck in their own end. Working the puck deep inside their own end. Moves it to the middle. What a chance, but they can't connect. Takes a hit. He goes down to the ice and coughs up the puck. With possession along the wall. And the traffic jam in front blocks the shot. Slides the pass over to Martinez. Across the line along the left wall. The Blues gain control of it. Chicago's got possession of the puck. And he takes the dish. The Blackhawks looking against the half wall. Point blank, stopped by Hofer.
Well, this is an incredible save, James. It's anticipation as well. Recognize that the shooter is in the low slot, getting in front of it and making the save.
Denies that opportunity. Here we go. Look at this. They are really applying the squeeze down in the offensive end. And they've got it in their own end now. And they pick up the puck here in their own end. Gains the zone.
Line change.
St. Louis on the attack. And the puck skips out of the zone. They'll be forced to tag up. Slides the puck ahead into the neutral zone. A Tennessee is taking it from his own end. Takes the feed from off the boards. A little crashing and banging forces the turnover. Here they come on the attack. You'll need more than that to beat them. There's the whistle as the puck stopper elects to hang on. The setters will glide into the dot. Nice job tying up his opponent. Misses the net and will play on.
Well, you work so hard to get these opportunities, and you have to find a way to execute and take advantage of your position on the ice.
How did he stop that one?
He reads this play perfectly, James. He gets tight to the shooter. There's no room to put it by him.
And a strong effort on that play. My word, they've really got them hooked in here in their own zone. On the outside to play. Oh, there's a hit. And they skated out of the danger zone. Shot. Glove save made by Hofer. Still has possession. And there's another stop.
Beauty save back there. He's really owning his crease.
Oh, had a chance to make a nice move, and the puck disagreed with him.
Sometimes when you lose the puck, it's a product of trying to do too much. Sometimes keeping it simple is more effective.
Tries to dangle, and the puck skips away. Takes it and looks ahead. Picked up along the boards by Kyrou. Here's a shot, just wide. Quick pass across to Kyrou. Off target. Chicago's got the puck along the wall. Nice bank pass off the boards. Gets the full use of his stick on the poke check. Here they come on the attack. Tries to make a move and can't hang on to the puck. Tried to get 2Q with it and loses possession. Good, solid check, and he loses control of it. The Blues have had more chances offensively, but they have not been able to convert trailing here in this third. And they take possession off the draw here in their own end. Martinez works the puck in his own zone. They gain the zone from the left side. Sends it deep inside the offensive zone. Here's a short pass to Joseph. Slides it to Parayko. A little back and forth. Quick feed to Shen. And he's got that one. There he is from the slide. And
areas. I mean, that's what it's all about. You can have the skill, but you got to have the will.
The Blues are starting to show a little respectability here amongst themselves as they get one back.
Yeah, it's about mojo. It's how you end the game with good habits because you want to make sure that you don't carry the beginning of the game into your next one.
Schen's won the draw here in the neutral zone. Delayed penalty looming. There's the whistle, and here's the call. Maroons getting called for 2 minutes here by the officials. Special teams.
Power play has just been average tonight, James, but hey, it hasn't been in the basement, right?
The Blackhawks win the draw on their own end. The Blues gain possession along the wall. Angles it over to Kyrou. And he takes a shot. Beats the goalie, but can't beat the post.
The Blues need to find a way back into the game, and that's not going to cut it when you wire one off the post. It's a frustrating night, and it just goes from bad to worse.
And he takes the feed. And he comes up big with the stick save, getting all of it with the paddle.
This is a fantastic save, James. He's all over it. What I mean by that is he knows exactly where it is and where it's moving, a reason why he can get square to it and make the save.
And he's ridden off the puck. Good heads-up play in the defensive zone. And they get the puck out of the defensive end. St. Louis gets the puck near the boards. From the left side, they enter the attacking zone. The Blackhawks get a hold of the puck undermanned. From the top of the offensive zone here. Folks got it in the corner. Moves it to Bushnevich. Great save by Knight. Chicago's got a hold of the puck now. And they get the puck out of the danger zone. And now it's over to Bushnevich. There's a chance in front. Takes the blast. Denies him in close. And they get some breathing room as the puck leaves the defensive end. He looks deep to Texier. Broken up at center by Vlasic.
10 more seconds.
Chicago's got it along the wall. St. Louis looks to get things going now with the puck. Power play is over. Both teams back to even strength.
They've had a great night on the PK. It doesn't get much better than this, James. The coach certainly knows it. Everything they practice has worked out to their benefit right now. Straight line skating, vision, and anticipation. And those are 3 skills that are required on a PK.
St. Louis has been snake-bitten tonight. All sorts of scoring chances. They've had the shot advantage, and yet they still find themselves trailing. Cutting to the front of the net. Gets a piece of it to keep it out. There's the whistle. Let's see what the referee saw.
This is a frustrating situation, James, just taking a whack-load of penalties and really unable to get any momentum in this game because they're shorthanded the whole time.
The Blues send their man advantage unit out once more.
Although they've scored on the power play tonight, it hasn't been pretty. It's actually been quite ugly, James. But it's all about resetting and refocus because the time is now.
Handles the puck at the point. Oh, he airmailed that one.
Well, he certainly did. Almost looked like he wanted to go bar down and miss by a mile.
Scooped up along the wall by Bushnevich. They score! And the power play strikes once again.
Well, you know, their specialty teams are so critical, James, and they have executed with the player advantage all night long. That's what you call taking advantage of a power play opportunity. Just get the PK running, be pressure-filled and urgent on the puck, and when you create motion, open your lanes, get butts in front of the goaltender, and bury it.
St. Louis has played a good game. They just haven't been able to score on these opportunities, but they get one here in the third.
Hard to believe that they're down in this game, but they found a way to get within 2. Now it's about pushing and finding a way to win it.
Martinez takes the puck. And that's knocked away. Moves it over to Kyrou. Shot! Stopped by the goaltender, getting a piece of that one.
Does a great job with some great pushes to get to the top of his crease and make the save from a high danger area.
Looks Looks like lineups are set and they're ready to get things back underway. St. Louis takes possession after that offensive zone faceoff. The Blackhawks will play the puck from behind the net. Works it across to Bedard. They're looking to make something happen through the neutral zone now. Along the half wall with the puck. Grabbed along the board by Bedard. Drives to the sweet spot. And then scores! What a shot!
This is exactly why you send bodies to the front of the net, James. You want to create a screen, and the goaltender drops into the butterfly position as a default and is battling to find the puck. Can't find it and beats him clean.
The Blackhawks continue to ring up the score here in period number 3.
Well, it's just been a terrific collective effort. Now they're on the home stretch, and the coaching staff has a real opportunity to utilize their bench, rest their star players, and this is critical when you're in a long season.
Quick pass to Kurashev. Shot! And he gets in front of that. Goaltender covers it up. We get a whistle to slow things down. St. Louis wanted to put a lot of pucks on net tonight. They have certainly accomplished that, and yet they still trail here in the third. The Blackhawks win the faceoff. St. Louis tries to break out from their own end. Joseph's carrying it ahead. Moves it quickly over to Neighbors. Turn that chance aside. Big stop by the keeper.
I'm not sure where the defense is, but I'll tell you what, the goaltender has been outstanding. Made a flurry of saves to keep his team in this one.
Officials have got both teams ready, and it looks like play is set to resume here. The Blackhawks win the defensive zone faceoff. Scrum ensues along the boards. Can't keep a hold of the puck after that play. Slides it back to the blue line. Wow, what a stop by Knight. Feeds it over to Valeno. Poked away and forces the turnover at center. St. Louis looks to break out in their own end. Moves it up.
That stretch pass was a beauty, James.
The Blues have it now. Slides it diagonally to Parayko. Moves it to the middle. And another pass. Another pass. And he elects not to shoot and will hang on to the puck. Here they come up along the wing. Dumps it into the O-zone. The Blackhawks gain possession.
Well, the game certainly isn't predictable, is it, James? As it's going back and forth, goals from all areas as players shoot from all angles and attack the zone.
Puts it in deep. The Blackhawks have it now. Dickinson's crossed the line and is on the attack now. Huge steal in his own end. The Blues will play it against the wall. Here's a short pass to Thomas. Takes a shot. Makes a save.
Great positioning by the goaltender to read.
Scores! And a little sign of life here on the ice as they try to get back into it.
Yeah, a little bit of a momentum swing right here. And now they've got a layer, which means they've got to have that next shift where they attack and have the mindset to drive the net.
Let's see if it's sustainable now. The Blues don't have time on their side, but they're starting to scratch back.
They're scratching back, they're clawing back, but they're going to have to take some offensive chances. D are going to have to start jumping in, opening up lanes, and creating odd man rushes.
St. Louis takes a hold of the puck in the neutral zone. The Blackhawks take possession in the defensive end. Puck dumped in. The Blues have it against the wall. Tosses it to Faxa. Into the offensive end, right up the middle. Can't hang on to the puck after taking a knock. Streaking into the attacking zone for the right. Passes out front. And Cairns off a twig in front of the net. Denies him in front.
I love this save, James. I mean, the goaltender is so aggressive on this play. Doesn't give the shooter any time to get rid of it. Chicago's third line is showing a #1 performance right now. I mean, this is critical when you have your depth players that are stepping up this big. You know that every player on that bench is going to be giving them stick taps at the end of this game.
Receives the pass. Taken down. The officials caught it. And the play is whistled dead. Here's the call. The Blues have been handed a 2-minute penalty for tripping. Chicago's got another opportunity here on the man advantage.
Having success earlier on the power play, they recognize where the openings have been. But what I love about it is they're not afraid to change it up. The motion on this power play and these sequences have really been the reason they've been successful.
On the attack into the offensive end, right up the gut. Scrum along the wall. Pass it up ahead. Tries to feed it over to Bertuzzi. Glove save by the goalie. In front of the net, and the goaltender covers up for a whistle on the play. Still some precious time left on this power play as they get set to drop the puck. And off the draw, they win possession. Joseph's lugging the puck. Chicago's got a hold of it against the wall. Moves it to the middle. Scores! What a finish on the play!
Power play strikes, James, and that's excellent movement along the perimeter and just waiting for your time to get it to the middle of the ice and execute. That's a great slot shot.
Chicago's performance tonight still showing no signs of let up here in this third period.
Well, they've had such an impressive performance, James. It's been dominant in all areas of the ice, and there's been no lag or no let up. The message has been clear by the coaching staff as well as everyone on the bench. Keep pushing.
Great heads-up play in the neutral zone by Teravainen. St. Louis has it in their own zone. Quick feed to Bertuzzi. The Blues get a hold of it. And now they look to make something happen from the neutral zone. Moves it to Parayko. Breaks up the pass in the defensive zone.
I get when you're losing, James, that you want to get something going. You want to spark your team. You have the puck on your stick, but sometimes you can try and do too much, and I think that's a product of that as he loses the puck.
Solid check to slow him down. Chicago's got it in their own zone. Puck fired in deep, and they'll go for a change. Into the offensive zone. Puck picked up by Texier. Spectacular stop by the goaltender. How did he hang on to that?
Well, players should never be left alone in the slot, but man, is the goaltender to task here. Gets out in front of it and makes the save.
Folks got it in the defensive end. Buchnevich is into the offensive zone now on the attack. Nowhere for that shot to go through. St. Louis takes possession along the wall. Monster save by Knight.
That's a great save, but the goaltender had to get out to the top of his crease, take away all the ice, and make himself as big as possible.
St. Louis needs to finish on one of these scoring chances here if they hope to even things up late in this third period. Thomas has won the faceoff, and he gets in front of it to block it. The Blackhawks move the puck in the defensive zone. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Huge stop by Hofer!
What a fantastic save from a high-danger scoring area, James. And, I mean, he's bailing his team out. They have to do a better job of protecting the middle of the ice.
The Blackhawks move it in. Chicago's going to play it from the corner. Takes the feed. And the goaltender comes up with a piece of it to keep it out of the net. Quick pass across to Thomas.
Make a change.
St. Louis plays it against the boards. Moves it on over to Vlasic. Inside the defensive zone, moving the puck. And they'll dump it in. Angles it over to Joseph. Thomas carries the puck in his own zone. And he's tripped up on the play. Referee's hand goes up here. Let's see what the official makes for the final decision.
3 penalties in 1 period. You got to stay disciplined, and what it does is it disrupts the flow of your bench. Only your PKers are getting out of there.
The power play unit goes right back to work.
Power play has just been average tonight, James. Not been really awful, but certainly hasn't been great. But that's the good part. He can make a difference right now.
Oh, he gets leveled and right. He might have a step here. Sends it over. Oh, and I'm not really sure what happened there.
It looks to me like he couldn't make up his mind what he wanted to do, and in the interim, he ran out of space.
Moves the puck into the attacking area. Here's a shot. Oh, and he misses on a grade A+ scoring chance there.
Well, he's right exactly where he wants to be. He's got the puck on his stick, just unable to put it in the mesh.
They get it out of the defensive end. St. Louis has possession of it now. Here they come inside the neutral zone. Passes on over to Athanasiou. Feeds it across. And that one's turned aside. And we'll get the whistle after the goaltender hangs on. They'll get set to drop the puck as this power play continues. The Blues win the draw and they go on the attack here in the offensive zone. St. Louis has possession of the puck. The Blues get a hold of the puck. And that goes wide.
The Blues have had the bulk of the play, and hold on a second, James. There's going to be a call on this as you see the official signaling a penalty.
Penalty coming up here.
And yet another penalty is called, so out comes the PK unit, and you know what? They are taxed. They are worn down. If this continues, it's all going to backfire.
A huge power play opportunity here for the man advantage unit, a 5-on-3. They win the face-off here in their own end and take possession. They'll want to clear the zone here while they're trying to kill off this penalty. And a poke check knocks the puck away. Oh, he got a piece of it to keep it out. St. Louis moves it quickly along the wing. Quick shot. Chance in front. Oh, and it's another save on the play.
Well, he has been under siege, and I'm loving his compete level. I mean, he's making consecutive saves one after another.
Thomas is at the face-off dot and will try to win the draw as we are about to resume this power play. St. Louis wins the draw here in the offensive zone. Shoots it, and a great save. Sends a pass over. Stuffs him again.
They make some consecutive saves there. He's got to be wondering where his defense are. I mean, how about a little help?
Foligno's ready for the draw as they continue to be shorthanded here. Well, that's one way to win the draw as he skates away with the puck after the 2 centers were tied up. Murphy's back out onto the ice. There it is on the power play.
Their power play has been really efficient tonight, James, and they're really gaining momentum off of it. And often when you're drawing this many penalties, teams start to play different against you. On a deflected shot, everyone always talks about the stick positioning. How about the timing to get to the slot area as well? And the ability to just tap it down and redirect it.
St. Louis has put a lot of pucks on net, much to the appreciation of their coaches, but they need to finish on one of these chances in the third. The Blues take possession after that neutral zone face-off. Puts it on net. Oh, it stays out. We got a piece of that one. St. Louis has the extra attacker out with the goalie on the bench here. And he's taken down the official's arm, signaling for a penalty. And let's see what the call is.
Well, we know the time on ice numbers are all going to the penalty killers here, James, because it has been an onset, a parade to the penalty box. They got to find a way to play even strength.
St. Louis takes possession off the draw. And he hangs on just as time runs out. That's it. There's the final horn to close this one up. Well, they seem to be dominated in the possession department, and yet they clearly maximize their opportunities to come away with the win tonight, Cheryl.
And sometimes that's what the game is about, right, James? You have to find a way to cash in on your opportunities. They did it tonight, and that's why they get the victory.
Thanks so much for joining us. We had a great time. Hope you did too. For all of us here at EA Sports, I'm James Cybulski. Good night.
Home of the National Football League, the National Hockey League, the National Basketball Association, and Major League Baseball. You've been watching a SpinoKing Sports presentation.